Hello guys, so this is gonna be a simple video just showcasing a fly hack slash teleport hack me and my friend have implemented for this game called WonderKing. So let's straight up go into the demonstration. So this is your regular speed, this is the default movementation of the game. You can go left and right and you have a dash and you can do a double jump, and that's basically it. Uh, so we were trying to implement something that was a little bit more interesting, and this is what we've got to. So now the cheat is on, and then we can move quite faster. You can change this to whatever value you would like to. You can teleport faster or slower than that. One thing to mention is that if you would to teleport across the wall or across the end of the screen, you're gonna get teleported to the center of the map like this. So the same thing applies to the left here. So you're gonna get teleported back here, and you can also fly here, as you can see. The only thing is, if you are not careful and you collide with the ground, you're gonna suffer a little bit of damage, and yeah, that's it. Uh, so we've just set up a speed that we could actually control the character properly, and this is the sweet spot we found. So yeah, that's basically it. Works fine, feels nice. So yeah. So as you can see here, the fall damage doesn't actually hurt that much. So yeah, it works. So the source code is gonna be in my GitHub, and you can uh, just go through it. It's just really simple code. It's not that complex. I'm just gonna try to explain a little bit how I did it. Not gonna get too much into details. This was just a demo video of how the cheat works. But what we done was we just uh, we tried a pointer scan to find a pointer to the X and Y addresses of our character, so we could modify them using X and Y, uh, uh, the X and Y addresses using the pointers, but we couldn't find any pointers, so we went to AOB scanning. It's a different technique for finding uh, an address of something. We searched in cheat engine our X position, didn't quite find something very interesting. We found our Y position and started from there. Looked into the data structure, also got our X position, and got the base. So you can get the base of something just by looking what X is it, and it's not working right now because it's a different. It's not attached, but you can attach it here real quick. Yes, let me just get it back here. So this is our X position, this is our Y position, and you can just look what's writing to it or what's accessing it and get a view of it, and then you can just double click it and see what addresses what is the address of the register plus some offset. If it actually has an offset, it's accessing it. So in this case, ECX doesn't have any offset, so it's offset 0. So we just check here ECX. So it's this 1BDF 1BD5F249. And if you can't quite read correctly here, cheat engine also shows you what's the probable address, and it says it's the ECX here as we just read it. And from that, you're just gonna get that address. I just didn't quite get it, but anyway, you're gonna get the base address, write it here, add it to the table, and click on the address. Just open the memory region here. You can click Ctrl V for a shortcut. It's gonna open here, and you're gonna scan for a byte pattern. So you can get as many bytes as you would like. Uh, most of the games will work with 16 bytes or something. Doesn't have to be a crazy big string, but it has to be unique. So we went for a big one just to make sure it was unique, and it actually works. So we got like 4 lines here. I don't know how many bytes this is, but it's a fair amount of bytes. But this is not the base. This is the X position. You have to do it on the base. You get this as many bytes as you would like, and you copy it, put it into a TXT, close the game, open the game, find the address again, find the base again, copy this, copy the same amount of bytes, uh, store once again in the txt. You can do it only twice, but I'd advise you to do at least like 3 or 4 times, so you can have different samples, doing different maps as well, doing different characters if you can as well, and then you will from there compare the bytes from the occurrences of the instances of the game you've copied, and where it actually changed the byte, you're gonna put question marks, and where it didn't change, you're gonna just leave it as it is. And this is basically trying to find a signature or a unique string that represents that addresses or the address you're looking for. And every time you open the game again, cheat engine or the software you're using to find the address. In this case, my script using Python, and we're using PyMem, and it has a pattern scan. So it's called pattern scan because we are looking for this pattern in the memory. So we attach the process. Our process is a WonderKing, and then we just attach the process and ask it for it to look for the signature we're looking for. And if it finds something, it's gonna return the address. And from that address, you just gotta add the offset you found. So for this address we're looking for this X position specifically, the offset was 0, so you would add 0 to the offset. But if you find a different value for you, in this case, I was using a different base, so I found a different base, and the relative offset from that base to my X position was BB, and from my Y position was BB plus 4. So it was 4 bytes relative to the X position and 4 bytes plus BB from the base. And then from that you can get your X position address, your Y position address, and you can implement a logic here that when you press a key, you're gonna add your current position plus some additional value, so you can teleport, for example. And these are values we came across just by experimenting. This is just purely empirical. We find it to be comfortable enough. You can control your character, and we just added a little timer, so a little delay between one loop and the other loop, so we can actually control our character more easily as well. Otherwise, if it was too fast, updating too fast, it has a chance of recognizing a key press twice, and instead of teleporting just once, it teleports twice. So yeah, we find it to be a sweet spot for this game, at least for our current situation. And the only thing you have to do is just get the current position, add a certain value, and get the new position, and just write that position to the address respectively. If you would like to go up, you add it to the Y position. If you would like to go down, you add to the Y position as well, but downwards you subtract it. And in this case, you added X, Y increases downwards and decreases upwards. X increases to the right and decreases to the left. Most 2D games work like that, and most 2D games have X and Y represented as 4-byte integers. 3D games have it usually X, Y, and Z represented as a float. Just to make a note here. And yeah, that's basically it. And once you press a key, you add a listener to it. And if the key is pressed, you call the function that is going to add a new value to your position and make you teleport. And that's how it's done. So yeah, this is just a simple showcase of a simple script we've made. And we're probably just going to try to mess around with this game a little bit more. The security is not great, so we can just use it to learn as a learning material and just to have fun as well. So as I said before, this source code is going to be on GitHub, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.